As we welcome back. Also, sometimes when I'm done eating. Okay. Welcome back. We are picking up our adventure with our fellow compatriots after a quick night of tomfoolery, fire, a dwarf with a red mohawk, and a lot of intoxication. We are now moving on to the dawn of the next day.
Really quickly, can you shut the door to the game room? Because your voice is leaking into the hallway.
Oh, excuse me for having a thunderous voice.
Ben, did you get a haircut?
Mm-hmm.
Looks nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can ignore the DM. Sorry, I was just answering an old question.
Oh, okay. The next morning, with the hustle and bustle and early crack of dawn happening, you can very distinctly hear the smacking of hammers on nails, the sawing of wood, the yelling of workers at one another, and the sounds of early morning labor, bright and early at 6 a.m. Keilani and Arkon, you are both hungover, very distinctively. Keilani, enough to where even the sun is a little too bright and your headache is pounding and clearly dehydrated. Arkon, on the other hand, you don't even know if you can open your eyes. Your world is swirling like a typhoon. Your balance is off. You feel like a shriveled up raisin at the bottom layer of the nine hells. Just dehydrated and water.
Moisturize me.
Moisturize me. Even your horns seem to be peeling back in need of some hydration and water.
Oh god.
You have sweated through the bed, in the sheets, in your own pool of.
What? Sorry.
Everyone else wakes up perfectly fine.
It's me, Arkon, and Vaeryn in one room.
Vaeryn is
Vaeryn.
leaning against the wall, kind of leaning back, staring up at the ceiling in his traditional T-pose position.
I'll prop him up against the window so he can look outside.
Give this man a view.
Damn. Oh my god.
Yes, I will be standing over Arkon, disappointingly, until he wakes up.
I don't wanna wake up.
I'm gonna push you a little bit and nudge you.
It hurts. His touch physically hurts your body.
Why? Why? What did I do to you?
You don't want to get me started.
You're like an angry Jamaican dad. You don't want to get me started.
You sure about that one?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Currently tomorrow.
Waffles?
Yes, they come with breakfast. Come on.
Thank God. What the fuck happened last night? Why am I hungover?
You know what?
I really don't. I wasn't drinking at all while gambling, I promise. I was being responsible. What the fuck happened?
I don't believe.
Believe it or not, boyo, is the truth, I swears it.
But you can remember drinking the whatever you got.
The
The last
the last memory you have is holding that leather-bound canteen that you stole from Gortek on the bridge.
I was about to say the last thing I remember was getting the canteen for Keilani. Mission accomplished. I don't remember much after that.
And you look over and you do see said canteen next to Keilani's bed.
Keilani and Doll are in the other room.
Oh, yeah. The girl's room.
Alright. Alrighty. Get dried off and I'll be downstairs.
Alright.
As I like hear the tapping of water under the bed. I can soak through the bed.
There is a vase of water to freshen up in a basin against the wall.
That'll work. I'm just gonna like go over there and just like slowly kind of slosh myself open, try and get myself somewhat awake.
I just see you just like pouring the vase of water over your head.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm. Let it seep through the floor.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my problem.
Are you done eating yet, Koada?
I will then get up and go knock on Doll and Keilani's door.
I can pause my munching.
Okay, RP time. You hear a knock on the door.
Doll is already closed and she opens the door.
Oh.
30
Good
more
morning.
minutes, please. It was like caught us back in the other direction.
Good night, buddy.
Keilani is not awake yet.
Yes, call it.
Train of thought.
Meeting them down for breakfast.
Yeah.
How's Keilani?
30 more minutes. They have coffee downstairs. Pretty sure.
I've never seen Keilani drink coffee. I've only ever seen her drink alcohol.
Why would she ever drink something that makes her less intoxicated?
Maybe,
That's like against her whole code.
I don't know. Maybe a beer might. This feels like a problem though.
Yeah.
And problem for another day.
We're getting
I say we.
out of Dodge.
Yep. I say we go downstairs.
It is like
What?
6:05 a.m.
It's too damn early.
Early enough.
Captain said get up, and she's gonna.
2 more hours. The first light hurts. My head hurts.
Keilani's
My wings
arm.
tingle.
No.
I mean, it's either skip breakfast or eat breakfast while we're on the card.
I do
I'll buy
want breakfast.
beer.
No beer. I might throw up.
About to say.
That's quitter talk.
You clearly see the canteen over the edge of your bed, and your body kind of.
A moment of privacy, please, Reggie.
I look at Doll, who has the door open.
Doll just shuts the door in Reggie's face.
You're gonna take this time to get ready for the day, and to stash that canteen. This
Well,
mine
we're
now.
leaving. Where are you going to stash it?
Somewhere on my person or in my bag where you
Well,
guys can't get it.
I'm not
Sure.
gonna fondle you to get it. If it's on you, it's yours.
It's not you I'm worried about. It's the one that got it for me. But he decides to run experiments on it.
He got it for you, and I think he already got some to experiment with.
Yeah, in his liver.
That is a good point.
I
What's
don't.
left of it?
The only one you're going to have to worry about is Reggie.
You're right. He might take it from me.
I don't think
Hmm.
so, but
Drinking and driving is a bad thing, and I do want to
You
practice driving.
right. No, not if you're drinking that. Last time you weren't even drinking and you almost killed us.
Last time was a practice round, okay? It doesn't count.
Tutorial
Then you
phase.
can't drink and drive the carriage.
Well, I will. Well, good points. Good points all around. I will meet you and the others downstairs when I'm ready.
Oh, whenever you said privacy, you meant me too. Got it. Okay, and she'll open the door again and leave.
When Doll opens the door, is Reggie still just standing
No,
there?
Reggie's gone.
I would hope he was.
That would be funny, but no, I'm downstairs. I'm just gonna secure a table for the Gangington.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Gang.
The Gangington.
Is this?
No, it's just the gang. It's just the gang, but I put extra suffixes behind it to sound quirky. Loud. Can we move on?
So I was like, is that an actual word for a
Like-
second?
No.
Okay.
So,
There was a
she's
part.
downstairs at the table with everybody, and he looks pretty hungover.
Arkon is dripping wet, and you don't know if it's water or sweat. But
Doll's going to be obnoxiously loud. For fun.
Arkon literally
So
has.
when she cuts her food, it's gonna like scratch the porcelain a little bit extra loud. She's gonna clank her silverware together, slam her drink on the table a little too hard.
Arkon, you are like hovering and looking through the slit between your fingers just to even eat this meal. Opening your eyes physically hurts too much.
Is something wrong, Arkon? She smacks her food really loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody woke up with some energy today. Oh, goodbye, Was.
Yeah, some days you just wake up and you find that you've decided to choose chaos.
Looking at Reggie, sure.
I mean,
Arkon's basically just gonna like cut up his spare shirt and wrap it around his ears and eyes.
Yeah, he just rips it into shreds and ties it around his face, his eyes, and his ears. It's like a blindfold.
Oh, I don't have the ability to deal with this. If you wish to, you can talk to me later. But right now, that's not gonna happen.
okay, and she's just gonna continue to cut her food loud and like
Do a little bit
scratch.
harder.
Yeah.
So, Keilani, what are you doing in the silence and solitude of your own room?
Getting cleaned up, getting ready to skedaddle.
Okay, you get cleaned up, you wash yourself off a little bit with the basin water, and put on your full gear and start heading downstairs. Oh goodness. Ugh. You then, before you even turn the corner of the last set of stairs, you hear loud smacking of food and Doll's voice trying to talk to Arkon. What happened? Why did you wrap your eyes? And you turn the corner and just see Arkon just hands slightly shaking as he's touching and rubbing his forehead. trying to eat his food in slow glue-like smacks.
Just like
Also,
under
the
my
shirt
breath.
covering his face.
These are my friends, these are not enemies, these are my friends, these are not enemies. I do not need to cut a bitch today.
The coffee, like when you take a sip of the coffee, it's warm but not hot. But you feel the warmth drain into your stomach, and then immediately dissipate as it tries to hydrate, but then shrinks your stomach even more. The coffee is not helping. It's only momentarily does it help. Do you go sit with them, Keilani?
Reggie already got his plate full of protein and like one broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit with everybody. So long as I don't have to drink coffee.
I feel like Doll is vegetarian, so she is, or mostly for the most part. So she is just cutting up vegetables for no reason.
Yeah, that would make sense. And, Keilani, you go and sit next to Doll. Reggie, every time you finish using your silverware, you set it down next to your plate. You tilt it a little bit to where it's in the nice presentation style. Like for
Everything's nice and tidy.
Yeah, like for fine dining. No need to be uncivilized anymore.
He is eating. He doesn't give a fuck what's going on.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to drink, Keilani?
Water. Water doesn't cost anything, right?
Yeah, water doesn't cost anything.
Well, thank God.
Would you like a glass or a pitcher?
A whole pitcher. How much does a meal cost?
Meal is included because you got the level 3 room. The meal is a free meal, and she'll set down a plate of bacon, eggs, sausage, a couple pieces, like 2 or 3 pieces of wheat toast, and a bowl of like onion soup. Yes, free food.
Got you.
Oh yeah. I could get used to this.
And
Why are we even leaving? We could just stay here.
She returns momentarily and brings a whole wooden vase full of water.
To go to where Reggie said we needed to go for something? I can't recall.
Right. Yeah.
If you pay attention to the world map, you are in shore good currently. You have the choice of continuing on foot or trying to catch a boat to go to Kambal. And Kambal is where the great wind races are happening, which will take you to Tuna, which is the other side of the Republic of Lania that connects to the Valiant Empire. Yay! New continent!
One second. Somebody's knocking at my door like a weirdo.
No.
Okay.
Get the Glock ready. Stay strapped. Get clapped. Claptrap.
God damn it.
You're welcome. So, Ben, tell us who our sponsors are today for this episodes of World of Incellius. Who's our sponsors for today?
Why the fuck would I know that?
Make something up. Who's our sponsors?
Brain nowhere. Burger?
He's also hungover.
Alright, Kirby, who's our sponsors for today?
Don't put this on me, bitch.
You're back, Koada?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh.
I was wondering, what would happen if I poured some of the contents of the canteen down Varen's throat?
He can drink and eat. He is physically here but cannot move.
Yes.
That's according to him.
Where's my makeup set?
I don't know. Your
You have a
disguise
makeup
kit.
set?
Yeah, he has a disguise kit.
Why do you have a disguise kit?
Well, I don't really use it for disguises. I use it to do my morning makeup.
Oh,
It is the bare minimum, but it gets the job done. You rummage through your sack for a moment, and then you do find it. A little leather-bound case rolled up, and you unroll it and then unfold it in half to display different charcoal pencils, condensed pigment-dyed fats and oils, little bottles, and certain brushes and combs.
This is gonna be fun. Oh, wonder which one of these colors would match Varen's skin the best.
Vaeryn, I believe, has a lightish dark tone. So think like Mediterranean, Greek, olive-ish skin tone.
Okay.
I don't believe he would appreciate you drawing on him.
He's not. Well, it doesn't seem like he put up much of an argument.
Vaeryn starts
I'm
sweating.
just gonna-
Vaeryn starts sweating down the side of his temple.
And besides, he'll look a lot better for it, you know?
being very much drawing a dick on his forehead.
The loudest screams are silent. The loudest screams are those that are silent. No!
Okay. Well, have we decided on a course of action though?
Yeah, we're gonna try to hitch a ride.
What are we gonna do?
But
with
we
the
are
cards
going on
we-
the boat.
Mhm.
Sell it.
That was the plan.
Okay.
Sell it.
And the stuff on the cart.
What stuff?
The barrels,
Alcohol?
The alcohol, the
Yeah,
food.
our alcohol, the food.
It's alcohol and provisions.
I have my rations.
Well,
don't
the
wanna give
provisions
up-
for
go ahead.
everyone. No, I just said the provisions are for everyone.
I mean, and split them up. And split them up into rations.
Or, bag of holding.
True.
If the bag... Well, one of them is like a 35-gallon cask. I don't think you can fit that in a bag of holding.
No.
Because the bag only opens up to a 2 foot by 2 foot diameter. Square.
Correct.
That's still pretty large, but...
Mhm.
So, then, if you're going to try to hitch a ride, where would we need to go to talk to people about boats? Let's reference the map. Map, 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 map. In this grandiose city, if you look, you guys are down here. And if you zoom out, the place to look for boats would be ba 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 ba. Why is that so tiny? It needs to be thicker. Bum 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 bum. That section and forward. So the more seafaring side of the city. So To take a cart across this city to traverse through would probably take you about 15 minutes. Walking would take you about half an hour.
Okay.
Looking at the pamphlet that the information desk gave you guys, you
Guess I'll
have
be the only one to have it.
you have the church and the cemetery and praying grounds, a church of the major gods. You have a secondary church next to the water. Market and fair systems. Boop, boop, boop. You have training grounds and soldiers. You have and then over here is like attractions and fine dining restaurants on the water. Fine dining. All of this section where you guys are at is more homes and more localized shops, like personal blacksmiths, butcheries, small schools, and fountains and stuff like that. You then have a local, like little nature preserve / play area for children in the southwest. You have like a duck pond and scenic view here. Quiet. And then on the eastern side, you have a church for the dark gods. A coliseum for sporting events and other fun local activities. More housing and defensive positions and training grounds. My G's are horrible, excuse me. And then more of like the fine dining aristocratical area for the eastern side. But then the northern area is all the docks, ships, and the wharf. It's okay, Waz. Don't worry. I'm explaining what each little region is. Church 2. I'm explaining what each little region is in this giant city. So you can make a whole day trip out of going around the entire city and visiting things and looking through it all.
Unfortunately, we're on time crunch.
We don't have a day.
I also really don't want to do that.
Okay. So, you just all load up in the cart. And you just
Yeah.
go,
We'll go bawling after we like save a king's life or something.
I got you, Kirby. I'll save your life. We got this.
Not a king.
Yes.
Ba-ba. And then you end up right here in the bright blue square. You take this path and you end up at the wharf. Preceded by the salty smell of the air, the stench of fish, pine tar, sails, and the conglomerate of spices abrasing your nostrils. Loud screams of orders, directions, ships coming in and out of port, docking, especially to your southwest area, kind of like more here, is where the ships themselves dock, and then various places up and down the coast, with the actual edge of the water being surrounded by guards and guards' towers. Multiple guilds specifying in ownership of trade and travel seem to be centered right around where you guys are at this crossroads. You see some of them are meant for specific trades, some of them are meant for like pleasure cruises, and some of them are meant for generic travel.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get on a love boat.
Yeah.
Wanna go on a love boat?
Reggie does not. All right, so you say we're at a crossroads, or we're just looking at all the ships right now?
You're at the crossroads. You're right there where the neon circle is.
I imagine just like paying for passage on a boat is going to be extremely expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, we have things to bargain.
Sure.
Points towards the alcohol and the provisions.
And the cards that we no longer need.
So, where do y'all decide to go from here?
No, I guess we'll just find a place near the docks to park the cart.
Well, shouldn't we go to the guild to see about bargaining and we could take everything with us?
Maybe.
Sounds kind of smart.
Sure. Even get an all-in-one package.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay.
because maybe they have a group of travelers that needs that stuff. And we can trade that.
I'll make my way to the guild.
As you open the door to the guild, the cart and Vaeryn outside, you see a couple of captains leaning over tables, cartographer tools in hand, pointing and mapping out the directions, agreeing, disagreeing, arguing over different routes and variations and weather systems and climates as they're going, and where they should go, where they want to go, where they can't go, how fast do they need to go. Just very hub. At the general counter, you see three men behind the counter, with a couple of captains around each of them, and or first mates around, looking over big log sheets of receipts, clarifying documents and cargo where they need to go, handing out payments, taking payments, and as soon as one is done, you see them take a big old gavel with a stamp on it and smack down on the front page and toss it back to them. Next, says the man in the middle.
Okay, their line.
It's just whoever gets in there.
I guess I'll just walk through. Big man blast toys.
Big man blast toys. Big man blast toys. Anyway,
as I'm just pushing over people.
Coming and going.
I going.
Where to?
Looks towards everybody. I forgot the name. It starts with a K.
Cabal.
Cabal. There it is.
Cabal. That's a bit of a ways. Do you have a crew? Are you looking for a crew?
We have a crew, yes. Oh wait, we're looking for a crew for passage, but I have a crew with me, coming with me.
How many?
4, so 5. 5 including me.
Commercial or merchant?
Commercial.
You said you had... And the whole time that he's talking to you, he's flipping through pages and putting documents away. But he's slowly starting to slow down and look at you and realize, I haven't seen you before. And he's taking more time to focus on you. And every now and then, you're getting glances from some of the tables. Not like dangerous glances, but,
You're new.
You're new.
New body. Oh, hey.
New body.
Yeah, you really see... Yeah, you see a fucking giant orc, a giant tiefling, a tiny drow, and then a fucking Azamir. I'll look up any day. I'll stare. Hard as fuck.
Doll is used to being stared at.
You need to go to Kumbal. Commercially. There's 5
That's
of
what he
you.
said.
I thought it was just Reggie in there.
Mm-mm.
No, we're ganged up.
You're ganged up. Okay. Are you bringing a cart along or extra modes of transportation? Yes, for a small fee. And that
Well, first of all, how much are the tickets?
well, commercial tickets, assuming.
They said they only have 5 ships.
No, it narrows down the ships. That some ships do take carts, some don't because that's storage, that's space, that's animals.
Oh, he's filtering.
You have
yes.
The mermaid scale.
Mm-hmm.
She's a bit on the smaller side, and their captain is pretty trustworthy. They'll get you there. They'll get you there, thick or thin. You've got the mermaid scale. You've got the shattered reef. They may not take you just because of the cart, because they like to be speedsters and get there as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Davy Jones's Gold. They're new. They're only on their second mission, or their second outage. But they have a large ship, so they have the space. Total would be 5 gold for everything for the mermaid scale. I don't know about the Shattered Reef. But Davy Jones's Gold would be 7 gold. I know that's expensive, but they gotta pay for the price of their ship. They're new.
So 5 gold is.
7 golds altogether?
Yes. You have to realize, y'all are just rich. 7 gold is some people saving up for 3 years, penny pinching.
Mm-hmm.
7 gold is like...
Me and Doll are rich.
Yes, you and Doll are rich. Everyone else
These
is broke.
Brokies.
Brokies.
I'm actually not broke anymore, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, you went gambling.
No, I have the gem.
He has the gem.
That is worth 150 gold.
Yes.
Did I give that back to you?
Yes,
I
you
don't...
did.
You did give that back.
Give it back to him.
You made that mistake.
Look, that's what I get for being kind.
Yeah, that's why you decided to not be kind in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm in between the smaller ship and like the bigger ship. I mainly want the smaller ship because if they've been in the business longer, they'll get us there, and they seem more reliable. With the new crew and a big ship, who knows what might happen?
Fair.
So yeah, we can defend a small boat, and plus, when it comes to defense, like we can easily defend a smaller boat.
I trust your
Yeah.
judgment.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. Yeah, smaller boat, and plus they will take the cart, guaranteed, for the 5 gold versus the 7 gold for more problems. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Payment up front. If payment up front in coin.
How you?
I'll pay
the-
for the boat since you
Okay.
paid for the spell.
Did we? I thought we split that.
No,
I gave you a silver so you didn't have to break your chain thing.
At least let me 2 gold.
No, that's okay. I have plenty.
Reggie feels a little bad. Okay.
The attendant then sees the stack of 5 gold neatly stacked in front of him and hears your conversation. And he just goes, deep pockets, and he'll say thank you and scoop the gold into his hands and then hold it up above his chest. Take it over, open a lockbox, put it in, record it down, and then hand you all 5. Oh, goodness. I am gassy tonight. Hand you 5 slips of paper about 6 inches by 3 inches wide. And on each of the paper, one one-way trip on mermaid scale, written in, as paid for by the 3 Sheets Guild.
3 sheets.
3 sheets to the wind. SHEETS.
Okay, thank you. All right, and I was like,
Yeah, 3 shits.
am I
to
thinking
the
of a
wind.
different word?
Yeah, 3 shits to the wind.
No. Marijuana moment.
Oh.
Moving on.
He hands it to one of each of you, and then tries to hand it to Vaeryn. And he just.
Oh, he's still in the
Sticks-
cart, so I would have
Oh.
just grabbed it and flipped it up and just put it in his shirt pocket. Whatever the fuck.
You have it pinned at his breast between his vest and his traveler's bag,
Like a little
Yeah.
baby pin.
like a little baby pin.
It's his birthday.
He pulls up a sundial watch. It's 7:30 now. Departure's at 11. I'd get on the boat, get settled, meet your crew, meet your co-riders, and get ready to go. You'll be at flips through a couple more pages. Dock 4.
Thank you.
Yeah, well.
And I give him my orc salute.
He returns it. And a couple of the other captains are whispering amongst each other, looking Dahl and Keilani up and down. And a couple whistles break out.
No, I don't want to
sorry.
burn down this building. No.
They're not making
secret.
they're not making approaches. They're just whistling at him. You have to
Can't call my.
you realize that Keilani and Dahl are, even by their race standards, they are beautiful women.
Kill you all.
Hey, Reggie, I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Is it true there's a church to the dark gods here?
I can get a new button. We got it.
Ah, fuck.
That's what I was thinking.
Yay!
Oh my god, I'm
Let's
so
get
glad we're
settled.
on the same page, Arkon.
Side quests.
Let's get settled in the ship first. Know where it is, and then drop off the cart.
Side quest.
Okay.
Yay!
Alright. I'm gonna pack everybody up and start heading to Dock 4.
Also, what were those guys whistling about?
Apparently, we're pretty.
Ah,
I'm going to erase everything that doesn't matter.
unfortunate.
Doesn't matter anymore. Sadness.
Weird, right?
Hold on. These.
Now Reggie's like in guard dog mode. Now he's mad.
That was just mad.
There's two things Reggie hates is misogyny and racism.
I don't know if it'd be. Yeah, it kind of would be. I would want to disagree with you, but it kind of is.
Catcalling?
No.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not kind of. It just is.
Alright.
Alright, moving on. Moving on before we have to scrap the entire guild. Moving on.
Moving on. So where you guys are, freehand, you're right here. Dock 4 is right here. So you go down that way into the little alcove where a bunch of these ships are, and you see some ships sitting in the middle waiting to park, anchor down. Let's zoom in for the class. You breach through kind of like the holding area and the cart area, and you see the second ship on the right. It is a three beam ship. It seems to be about two decks high and deep. Along the side railing seems to be almost serpent scales carved into the railing and the wood, with the bow of the ship and carved with a mermaid holding what seems to be a bright sun over her head as it goes out to the mast.
Lit.
There's carts, and there are carts being carried, baggage being loaded on the board, and there is a line of people against the dock, out of the way of the workers. It's about 10 people deep, and each of them seem to be a little noble, a little bit richer than your average worker. Finer clothing, different colored shirts and dyes, clean clothes and clean skin. Even a few of them seem to be having a servant or a butler attend to them or the children around them.
Ah, shit, it's a bunch of silk shirt wearing, good for nothing idlers.
All right then.
Damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, I love where this is going. You see another man, almost blistered and bronzed, with a ripped tunic over his barreled chest and barreled arms, as he's going down the line and shaking the hands of each of the people. At the very end, and after even introducing himself to the kids, he says, I am First Mate Ballord. If you have any questions, you will come to me. Our captain
The
will be
first mate Belord.
Balord, Balord.
Okay.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, please address them to me, as the captain will be busy during the entirety of this ride navigating the ship. We do have areas, each isolated for rooms that you have paid for. You will have 2 meals a day up on deck. Provided they will be the bare minimum meals. This is a shipment crew. This is not a cruise, not a fun time. This is a traveling. This is for travel. If you have carts, please let us know. So we can load those up quickly and label them and make sure we have the correct amount of food to feed your horses.
Reggie raises his hand.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We do have carts. Carts and provisions.
The whole group turns around and a few of the ladies gasps, and some of the children hide. Some of the smaller children hide behind their mother's skirts.
I will get a new fucking. I will leave. I will leave instantly.
These people have not seen anyone outside of like a dwarf or half elf. They are sheltered.
Impudent whelps.
You are also a very diverse group.
Well,
It is not.
as Reggie pulls out like a little tiny dictionary.
Crybabies.
Do you have food for your horses?
Yes.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay, that makes things a lot easier on us. Do you have any identifying features of your cart so that we know this is yours?
There's a man in there. But don't worry, he'll be fine.
His eyes
He doesn't-
his eyes widen like, excuse me?
He doesn't need any food. Just leave him there. He's perfectly fine.
He
Does he
has
need
an
food?
affliction. He has an
He
affliction.
does. I think he
so
does
don't
need
mind
food.
it.
Excuse me.
It is not contagious.
He's gonna briskly walk up to you and look
Wait,
in the back
are we
of your
sure
cart.
it's not contagious? Arkon had it
I
too
mean-
a while back.
Oh my god.
This keeps turning into like a small conversation.
God damn.
He looks in the back of the cart and sees Vaeryn T-pose in the base of the cart.
Don't worry,
Perfectly
there's food in the cart in there.
Oh!
There's food for him in there.
You've afflicted. I thought you meant like he had scabies or he had
Scale? No.
leprosy or something. He
No.
just has to pose.
What? Yo, flag on the play. What? Talk about this?
To pose. Have you not heard of this?
DM, go fuck yourself.
It's where one is physically present but mentally begone, almost as if his soul is still there, but it's taking a long rest, and there is no way. He is physically aware and present, but his brain just stands there idly, as if he's trying to run on a wheel that will not turn.
Oh, that's
He
tragic.
has to pose. When he will come out of it, nobody knows. But he is.
Does he need
okay.
food?
It's
It
not
wouldn't
contagious
hurt.
though, right?
It is. It seemingly is, but it is not. Not by blood, not by air, and not by other means. He's just
Oh, good.
he's just here for the ride.
We paid for a ticket. Well, we've already paid for a ticket, so.
And he plucks the ticket from his breast pocket. Very well. He will be your little flagship of your cart, so we can identify it. Just make sure to secure him, please, so he doesn't bustle around.
Oh wait, I can
You're
tie
so
him down?
mad at me. You're so mad at me. But you have to admit that was fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Wow.
Like, I'm going for your... Like, that's gonna be better than any rage bait anyone can ever go. I'm going for your kneecaps.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fuck off with that shit.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Absolutely the fuck not.
All right. Well,
A
do
plus.
the rest of us be given our tickets?
Yes, please.
Where'd I put mine?
You don't know where you put your ticket?
It's literally been 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. My thoughts are preoccupied with something else at the moment. I'll find it in a moment. Don't worry. Just the rest of you go first.
Ma'am. And chooses his words very carefully. Ma'am.
Yes.
He's looking towards a doll.
Huh?
Your ticket, ma'am. And he's kind of looking at your feet and tries to meet your gaze for a second, and then quickly looks down.
I won't bite you.
That
Good God, man.
it's
She
not
hands
it's not
his
that.
ticket to him.
Thank you. And he quickly shuffles over and looks up at Reggie. Ticket, sir?
People are.
I handed him my ticket.
Sir? With the
Whatever,
block,
okay.
with the. Where's your. Okay. Do you still have your blindfolded stuff on?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. And, ma'am, have you found your ticket?
Yep. Right here, hidden between my 18th and 22nd wing. I mean, feather. Oh God, that'd be a lot of wing.
That would be lovely.
You would be like an eldritch horror.
Bah! Just
Biblically
rows,
accurate Keilani. Interest in the chat.
yeah, just rows of wings just like overlap on each other in a giant circle.
Be not afraid, child.
I am horrified.
I'm here to punish evil.
Said this is the scariest moment of my life.
Nothing will top this abysmal horror. He confusingly takes the ticket and sees a little bit of feather tuft on it and puts it on top of the rest. Thank you all. If you would leave your belongings on the cart, after we depart, I will show you the rooms, and you can meet the rest of your cabin mates along for this ride. And he walks back to stand in front of the other group. Fuck, how many days did I say this was?
Hmm.
3 days.
No, yeah. It is a 3-day ride.
We got 3 days, and we have 3 hours to do something.
Yeah, 3 days and 2 nights. I'm about to say, I wrote it down on the map.
So, Arkon, you want to go to that church?
You have about...
Hell yeah, I do.
It is 8 o'clock in the morning. You have 3 hours to be... You have less than 3 hours to be on this ship. At 10:50, we pull that plank up, and we are moving out. If you
How heavy are you, Arkon?
240?
Between the breastplate mail, all of my shit, the bag of holding, and that, I'm looking at about 380 pounds at the moment.
Oh,
Good
oh
lord.
shit.
Oh yeah, you're in armor.
Yeah.
Is there a bell anywhere?
There is...
Shakes my whole fucking armor.
He points towards a giant fucking bell in the center of the harbor. And when I say giant, I mean about 12 feet tall and about 15 feet wide at the flare.
Nah.
Every time a ship is about to depart, that will ring. Speaking of which, cover your ears. And you see him just...
I will not.
Two
I
men...
also will. I just said I won't cover my ears.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, dear
Oh,
heavens.
good lord.
me and my weed crashes.
As he says cover your ears, you see two men take a hold of this log that's on a swinging mechanism, pull back, and slam it against the bell. Everyone's body reverberates in this deep, deep tone and vibration as you hear gong ring out and almost ripples echoing across the alcove from the vibrations and sounds of this bell. Arkon,
Look at the two hungover people.
this is your hell.
Yeah.
This is your hell. Keilani,
Yeah.
this is your hell.
Yeah.
What?
You're hungover.
You're hungover, and a giant bell is now ringing through your entire being.
I can take it.
No.
Your soul is not taking it.
Your soul is... Let me mute you again.
Hold up, Duncan, where's my kiss, bro? What the fuck?
Well, milk chocolate, you gotta come down to Texas.
Kissing always good night. See, it's not gay.
Speaking of
God,
which,
I hate all math systems.
I was able to get my 40 millimeter in. I had my 38 in, and I tried to put it in today, and it just kind of plopped right back in. So I'm officially healed and at my goal size for my ears.
That's
Nice.
nice.
Yeah. Now to convince Melissa to let me go up to 50.
What?
Solid 2 inches.
Okie dokie.
Don't say 2 inches.
You mean you had the same thought, Kirby?
Laugh it up. But I'm at a 1 3/8 inches right now in diameter, which is cool.
Nice.
Keilani, you're able to withstand this, but you are borderline about to vomit from the deep shaking. Arkon, roll me a con save.
You got it, bud. I don't think my modifiers matter.
You vomit on the spot. Just
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You tried you after feeling this vibration for less than 2 seconds, your body is just like, nope. And
Absolutely not.
with the ringing in everyone's ears, you literally just go, and silently in front of everyone just upchuck, just like a solid stream of stomach acid and bile, and a little bit of your breakfast and coffee.
Oh,
But it's silent. No one can hear it over the ringing of the bell.
That coffee was the only thing good this morning.
My shoes.
After 20 or so seconds, the ringing subsides, and Balor takes his hands off of his ears, and kind of nods his head. He's like, "Yep, that's why we say cover your ears. Sometimes the vibration messes with your stomach and makes you throw up."
Somebody threw up?
Yeah. Arkon threw up immediately.
No. I know that he threw up, but we don't know that he threw up. You just said we did.
Oh, yes. I thought you were asking. You're like, Arkon threw up? What?
Hmm?
Huh? There's a puddle. You now notice the puddle of vomit in front of Arkon's feet.
Yeah.
You need a
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Just use prestidigitation. I know you have it.
do I?
I don't know. Look at your skills. Look at your skill sheet.
I do. I will prestidigitation.
Thank you.
You're all clean now. So is it. You're welcome.
Fantastic. Now nobody else has to clean that up.
Or smell it.
There's a smell.
He nods his head and takes your cart and takes your horses and nods his head and says, "See you at 11." And it continues to go on the ship and unhinges the horses and starts walking them up the plank onto the ship and leading them under the deck, below deck. What would y'all like to do now?
Well, we're gonna make sure that Vaeryn is tied up,
Yeah,
and then we'll
Vaeryn,
head to the store.
Vaeryn in his Tapose syndrome has his arms wrapped around the short little seats and bench seats of the caravan, faced up, of course.
Not face down, ass up.
No, face up, ass down.
We can make money off of him.
I've seen Kill Bill. I know what happens. Yeah.
Reggie,
Got dark there for a second.
I've never seen Kill Bill.
I will explain it to you after stream.
Oh my goodness, that was wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you to say that.
Yeah, buddy.
Legend.
we beating up Duncan after the call.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
I just made a very dark
He's
reference.
he's got it coming to him today, okay?
I didn't expect you to lose your shit like that after. Oh, he has Tapose syndrome.
I wanna fucking die.
Like I actually had to stop and realize I had to figure out what you just said.
It's great. It's great.
The pattern recognition hits quick and hard with no mercy. Fucking idiot here.
So we're going to a church so that way Arkon can get a new medallion.
Arkon can get a
Yes.
new medallion.
Let's go.
And then the little brain in the back, the little voice in the back of your heads, I'll say, and maybe find out more about the scar marking on Keilani.
We were supposed to. I thought we were supposed to see a priest for that, but
I guess any excuse for her to take her shirt off, right?
Yeah, absolutely. About Moandor?
you mean Mr. Stinky Stinky Rot Rot?
Yeah, Mr. Stinky Stinky Rot Rot.
Well, I guess we'll meet Reggie and Doll there.
What do you mean meet? You can walk together.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna grab Arkon and fly over.
Remember, I weigh nearly 400 pounds.
We'll be like 20 feet off the ground. You'll be fine.
Absolutely the fuck not. Did you not just see me throw up? I'm not throwing up again. You're walking.
Ah, man, my wings are gonna get all atrophied from lack of
You
use.
can fly when you're on the boat.
You're on a boat for like 3 days. You can fly then. Like a
I'm sorry,
whole time.
I will not fly over the open sea.
Hmm.
The birds out there are more vicious than anything I've ever met.
You're bigger than a bird. You're telling me you're afraid of some seagulls?
Have you ever had to fight a pelican?
No. You don't.
In real life, I can actually say yes, I have. It's not fun.
Those little things are vicious.
All the time out here in California.
Oh,
They're fucking
God. They're
absolutely
not-
vicious.
They're fucking. They're not the worst bird to fight, but like if you were like, hey, you gotta fight a pelican today, Can I back
That goes
out?
to those fucking geese.
Geese, you just gotta square up and bite the piece of wood.
You just gotta fucking like wind up a real good fucking kick and just be like, get the fuck out.
But a pelican, you gotta be like, all right, I guess so. Fuck.
I guess this fucking McDonald's sandwich I paid $7.99 for is worth me boxing a bird for.
Yep. Pelicans are not fun.
Okay, I can walk. But if I get attacked by a pelican while I'm flying over the boat, I need one of you to kill it. Otherwise, it might kill me.
You can
You
defend
can't manage
yourself.
to kill a pelican. Can we trust you as a partner? Can we trust you as an ally?
I am
You
proficient in
just
aerial
killed
combat.
a goose 2 days ago.
Hold up. I am proficient in aerial combat. Those things are masters.
That sounds like a skill issue.
God, I hate her.
It is a skill issue.
I love
Arkon,
this.
that's the problem.
Time to get good.
Fucking do or die moment. Alright, well, I guess we wait here until Reggie's done tying Vaeryn up.
It'll take like not even a few minutes.
Is it a Shibari display?
A what? Is that the
Which
little
story?
sexual shit that like that's been like I don't want
I
to
have
talk
Blaze
about
to
this.
thanks for that one. Thank for that one. What is this? What's in the notes?
Sexy lingerie.
It's canon now. So, as you all make your way to the Church of the Dark Gods, bum 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 bum. Moving on towards the map. Map. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. It is about a solid 10-minute walk, and you see through the main roads, over and under, following the path that Reggie has set out in front of y'all. Y'all see the hustle and bustle of the city in its prime early mornings. In its prime early morning routines. Fishmonger, fish stalls, selling fresh fish, spices, foods galore, trinkets and tidbits. Yes, following the leader. Trinkets and tidbits being sold to children on their way to classes or schools, or to beckoning parents.
What kind of trinkets?
Little spindle tops, jacks, balls, little coins that give off fake magical sparkles every time they're flipped. Just stuff to entertain kids.
Okay.
After about the 15-minute walk over, you notice as the scenery changes, you see people being less and less outwardly friendly and giving you guys more just generic nods. It becomes...
I always think these people are weird.
What?
I can't see much, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Arkon's kind of like hand on shoulder for Doll or Reggie.
Oh, right. Or you're hungover or whatever. I don't know, they're just being weird. Whatever, the not capping guy gave me a weird look, or not look. And at the guild, people were whistling. Now these people are being weird.
As
Do you think it's because?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you think it's because they're being weird because Arkon smells like puke?
You shouldn't.
Weren't they being weird before I puked?
Yeah, but he shouldn't. I prestidigitationized him. He should smell fine.
I'll be right.
Doll's gonna smell Arkon.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
Do I smell cute?
No. You prestidigitation.
He smells fine to me. Maybe like a little bit like the brewery, but smells alright.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
Well, it's not because of Arkon smell like cute. Weird.
I'm gonna go get more food. I'll be right back.
Okay. Go pee right in the middle of the game.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I know. How dare I?
Koada left to go get more food because you were gone.
It's the last we hear of him for the entire night.
Yep.
All because you had to go pee. It was your fault. Koada will never be seen again because of you.
And you won't ever get that door to shut.
I keep opening it
Mm-hmm.
with my feet. And I
Yes.
have my feet against it.
Okay. You crest the appearance and edge of a dark Gothical style fence about 10 feet tall with outward curving points along the edge of the fence.
If you were ever going to catch fire again, Arkon, it would be here.
This seems like the one place I wouldn't catch on fire. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
The blackened gates are opened, and a solid cobblestone path about 30 feet long walks you up to the entrance of the church. The church standing at least 70 or 80 feet tall in one giant dark steeple raising up. Stained glass windows do appear at the side, but they are in the darker color, a darker color scheme, not your bright, pigmented, normal ones you see through churches. The doors, easily 15 feet tall, made of solid walnut, are open as well.
Can we see people in there?
Yes, you do see people in there.
What are they doing?
Some people are praying. Some people are standing next to statues in color-appropriate robes depicting of the gods. There is one person standing by the front, nodding and welcoming in. And there's a little sign. There's a couple piece of wood with a scroll painted and plastered over it, depicting the rules of the church.
What does it say?
Rule number 1. Behave yourselves. Be appropriate to other gods, even if they are conflicting. 2. If you have a dispute, you settle it outside the church grounds. 3. Even if your god calls for it, no sacrifices. Keep it clean, keep it neat. Rule 5.
Cute.
We are here to pray. We are here to offer servitude. We're not here to condemn or damn the quote wrong one.
Damn.
That's a long list of rules.
It's 5 rules.
Yeah, but you like the last one has like a lot of words. It's like almost a 3-sentence rule.
I think I'll wait outside. Or you guys go in there.
No, Keilani. You can't.
Listen. I would love to go in there. But if I light on fire like Arkon, I don't think I'll take it like a champ like he did.
I think that was a one-off. I don't think you're gonna catch on fire. Oh my goodness, it's a joke. I'm pretty sure Arkon set himself on fire.
I don't think it is.
No, you didn't. I was half asleep of that session, but you didn't. Who walks through?
I will.
Nothing happens.
I do.
Nothing happens.
Ooh.
If anything,
Yes, Reggie will.
you feel a disturbing lump form in the bottom of your stomach. With so much condensed evil around, it doesn't bode well with you. But nothing happens.
Come on, Keilani.
Come on! The water's
I walk-
fine.
I walk through. I walk through, but I'm wholly prepared to like just be smote by a god.
As you walk through the door, a weird sense of comfort tingles down from the top of your head, over your shoulders, and over your chest. And then, almost as if there was a piece of string attached to your sternum, it feels like you're being tugged towards the back.
My first instinct is to nope the fuck out of here. I don't like that this
Here, it
evil.
seems lovely.
I mean, the decor looks lovely, but like this sense of comfort in this evil dwelling.
How could this be evil? They have such good taste in furniture. What do you mean?
The dark blood red velvet love seats scattered around. The dark red love seats scattered around the center aisles. As you turn away, it almost feels like that little string starts pulling a little harder.
Come on.
Fine. I don't like this feeling.
I don't think you're supposed to.
I want to go home.
I want to go home.
I don't think that's a possibility anymore.
You're a long ways from home, buddy.
I don't think you're in Kansas.
As you guys walk through, as you walk down the aisles, you see some of the greater demons, picturesque and marble cut statues. You see a statue of Mammon, of Mammon. You see Balador. And you see some of the other greater, older deities of yore and of lore. But for you specifically, Keilani, tucked away for about the 5th or 6th pillar down, you turn around and that string gives one good yank before it feels like it pulls off of you. And in that last yank, as you turn the corner, you see the depiction of a being almost emerging from what looks to be tar looks to be tar and flesh peeled back. Vines of sinew and bone and muscle appear to be snapped off or rotting off in this black stonework of a statue. And on a steel plate underneath at the front of the statue, it says Moandar.
Remember what Captain said. Behave with tact. I'm chill. We're good. I don't like the feeling, but I'll stay respectful.
As you are now standing in front of this, instead of a string at the center of your chest, it almost now feels like small, thin, wispy tendrils are trying to just gently lay down and wrap around your shoulders and your arms. Only you, Keilani.
No, Reggie, take my weapons. Take my weapons. I might act in self-defense.
Can I just grab him?
Anymore.
You can grab
Yeah,
him.
no, just take him.
Grab her.
Just take the
No,
weapons.
no. I was gonna, yeah, that's what I mean. Just grab the weapons.
Yeah, you can grab her weapons.
All right.
Look,
Let's quickly move on. Get that bell we're here for.
so excited to be here.
You all do recognize that the symbol next to the name Moandar is the same one that is pressed into the back of Keilani's shoulders. It is the same symbol. Y'all do remember that.
Neat.
The one that she defiled and scraped off
Yeah.
and did her own insignia, all that fun shit.
I'm gonna have nightmares of that thing in the dark abyss that smelled like sour fish. No, thank you.
Ben.
What is this?
Ben.
I know what you. No, let's hurry up and get out of here, please.
No, wait up a second. I have to go get my trinkets. My trinkets! I'm going to begin walking through the church to go try and find one of the priests.
One of the priests at the very front. He says, "May I help you?"
Yes, I come from pilgrimages from Mammon. I require trinkets of each of the deities.
Ah, you're one of those. And he slowly opens his breast chest, part of his robe, and it reveals the two top rows of coins pinned to the inside of his chest, inside of the robe. And then a third row of coins you've yet to see. All different coins. And he pulls one of the top row of coins out and hands it to you. He's like, "For your collection and proof of visitation."
Thank you very much, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately begin affixing it to the armor.
Wear it with pride, as I see you will.
As always.
May the unholy...
Alright, Keilani, I'm done here.
Alright, Keilani.
Do you need to leave? Is this place making you uncomfy?
Yes, very.
Yeah. Why is it making you uncomfy, dear?
I don't know. It's just like the statue feels like it's trying to grab me.
You don't know.
Because it is.
Yeah. Oh. You're he's the guy that just gave you the coin is reacting. He's like, "Oh, you're reacting to Lord Moandar? This is interesting." And he is slowly, like, softly gliding over the floor. He's not walking. He's like gliding.
DM.
Yeah.
What can I roll for history or other checks to know anything about Moandar? Or if I would.
History or religion? Whatever has a higher proficiency. I think we've gone over this.
I still have to ask every time. That is the D&D
Oh,
thing.
all good. The Dark Church! Ha-ha!
Weirdly, I'm not proficient in religion. The hell?
You're a tinkerer.
Really?
You're science.
Yeah, but I only have investigation and arcana as my only things.
Huh.
As my only 2 proficiencies. Oh, well, we'll roll for religion. 15.
15. Okay. Moandar. He was an ancient deity of rot, corruption, decay, whose origins predated the Empire of Nethriel, which is like several centuries before the Sword Coast.
Okay.
They believed he was he was the Darkbringer and one of the Elder Gods. He was the Darkbringer and an Elder God. And despite being banished on many occasions, he always slithered back. He is chaotic evil. Corruption, and his domain is of corruption, destruction, evil, and slime.
Slime. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As the unholy priest glides forward and kind of settles down next to you, Keilani, he says, "You were being called, being pulled in by Lord Moandar? From where? From where on your body?"
Right between my shoulders. I defaced one of his sigils in a ritual site, and he gave me this blighted curse mark thing.
You have been marked and cursed by Lord Moandar himself? To be cursed by an elder god for those of actual faith is of the highest esteemed honor. But to be cursed because you defaced a sigil? You poor woman. The only way to get rid of this curse is to have one of the most highest and esteemed clerics or paladins to remove the curse itself. And even then, and even that, is a trial of its own, if you are not a true believer. Or, curse you, foul ape! Or you confront Moandar yourself within the visage of your mind and the visage of your soul and sever that tether yourself. The only person in recorded history to do that with Lord Moandar was his previous champion. And that was a feat all on its own. And he did not live. He did not live long after that.
Thank you for the options. I think I'll be on my way now.
Of course. He says kind of saddeningly. You would not you would not like to converse and talk with him and see if you are needed?
No. I'm gonna. Would you look at the time? I have a boat to catch actually. Yeah. Keilani's gonna like scurry away like a damn rat fleeing a sinking ship.
Have faith and pray often. And he's kind of hold his hand up. And for a split second, you think it's a tentacle. But then it's just a hand waving back. And at that point, everyone leaves. As soon as you're all outside of the proximity of the church, all negative feelings kind of brush away. But then for you, Arkon, a little weight presses against your shoulders and the back of your neck a little bit. You feel farther from home.
No.
No!
Bastards. Take me back.
No! Get out of my skin!
Yes.
So where to next?
The ship.
Straight back to the ship?
Did we have any other plans?
No, you've got 2.5 hours. It's only like 8:30, 8:45. You get about 2 hours. You can get into some shenanigans in 2 hours.
We should play it safe.
Oh.
At least Arkon is going to play it safe. I'm not going to risk missing that boat.
Yeah, Dahl will want to go back to the ship.
Reggie?
Right now I'm just double checking my character sheet for something.
Yeah.
Light and medium armor, use shields. I'm gonna go to a store real quick.
Okay. What store?
I don't know. I just need a bow and arrow. Bow, arrow, and quiver. I think I have a quiver.
On the way back, you do pass a generic weapon shop. And you peek your head in. And you do see a bow, a standard short bow and a long bow for sale.
I can use simple and martial weapon.
A short bow is a simple weapon.
Okay. Short bow and then just some arrows. How much are arrows?
A copper for 10.
Okay, a silver.
100 arrows.
And then yeah, 100 arrows and a short bow.
They'll toss you in. It's 1 silver for everything.
Okay. Hands of gold.
One moment, and you see the little errand boy manning the counter run back and say, Master, Master. And then about 5 minutes later, he comes back with 9 silver on a little cloth for you. And he's like, I apologize, that took a little bit. We had to pull from the reserves to get the correct change.
Oh. Okay. I will grab the change and grab everything.
Hey, Shane. What are you doing awake? It's your brother. You do get the short bow and the 100 arrows, and you come out moments later.
Okay, back to the boat.
Back to the boat. As you then proceed onwards to the boat, thanks, babe. The thumb.
I was talking about my brother. It was about you.
You do go to the boat, and Ballord sees you and says, "Ah, come aboard."
Salutations.
Salutations. Is this your first time on a commercial ship?
Commercially, yes.
Ah, well, there's viewing platforms along the edges, bench seats along the rails. There's a bar, 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 a bar underneath, we will show you to your cabins after we depart, where you can have all your storage. It is 4 people to a room. So your group will have 1 room.
Okay.
And right now, we're loading up the last little bit of things. And we'll make sure to depart. You'll have a word from our captain. And then we'll be off.
Okay.
Meet your other traveling companions. And he motions over towards the small group of other people and children talking amongst themselves. Sitting down on some of the bench seats. Some just holding a hand over their eyes. Some with a little parasail covering the sun off them. The kids running up and down the sides of the ship playing a game of tag. There's 4 kids.
Okay. I will walk over to the other crewmate.
The other crewmate?
Wait, you said Wait, these are other guests, or these are the crew?
These are other guests on the ship.
Oh, I'm absolutely good. I'm good. I don't want to talk to these people.
Well, in that case, please wait up here around on the deck, and in due time we will depart. It's D&D. It's Dungeons and Dragons, Shane.
Oh, you confused?
Yeah.
I was so confused for a second.
It's okay. Do y'all want to do anything in the last 2 hours that you have before, or do you just sit and twiddle your thumbs?
Twiddle my thumbs.
I will talk to the crew. I'll talk to the crew though, and we'll walk around, see how strong the crew is.
So, you kind of look around and take a peek at the crew members. They're hardy. They're weathered. Burnt beyond belief. But they have camaraderie. They've sailed. They have sailed enough with each other to where they pretty much know how everyone works and whose job is what. You do see against the back of the ship, where it would panel off to the captain's deck, you do see a wall of spears and swords, barrels with bows and arrows. And they're all kind of like strapped or clipped onto the wall to be unclipped and grabbed at a moment's notice.
Okay.
And they do see the blades and everything do seem to be taken care of, and they're not just rusted with seawater. As you talk to some of the crew, they say normally in a trip short like this, 99% of the time nothing happens. Maybe a whale, maybe a monster off in the distance. We're so close to the coast, pirates won't attack, and we're on the safer routes. And there's a port every 4 hours, so it's nothing to be worried about. Normally, but we are prepared in case anything were to happen.
Good to know. Thank you.
As the time dwindles past, you hear...
Also, my battle axes are on my back, so they are like completely invisible.
Yes. You hear, last call, as they pull up the gangplank and kind of shimmy it underneath the walking part of the deck. They take the rope off and swing the gate closed to where the boat is now sealed. You cannot no longer board or depart off the ship. A man walks out from the captain's galley and walks up to the captain's plank next to the helm. He is a very plain-looking man, but his distinguishing features are a giant mustache that comes out well past his face in giant tight curls, and then a goatee that does the same thing and curls out off of his chin. I am Captain Spiral, and pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Of course you are.
This excursion will be for 3 days and 2 nights. On the 4th day, we will be there. We will be at Kambal, where you will depart. I and my crew guarantee your safety as you have paid for. You are in no need to help the crew unless emergency situations arise, and we ask for your help. Until then, you are welcome to ponder around the deck, play instruments, play games within acceptable regions of safety. If you choose to fly, you may do so. We ask that you not fly too far from us if you are a passenger, just for safety reasons. Also, if it is too windy, we ask you not fly as well. Until then, converse upon yourself. We will tell you when to head down to the galley for breakfast and dinner, lunch if you so choose to, of your own. And until then, we hope the wind is in our favor and the seas are nice and breezy. It looks like we will not hit any turbulent weather, and we will arrive on time. And with that, as he bows deeply, I bid you a wonderful travel.
Did you see how his mustache was defying gravity?
What? What, baby?
Oh no, she was talking. No, she.
I'm not talking to you.
No, what did you say?
I said, did you see how his mustache was defying gravity?
I did.
How do you know how he did that?
Magic.
Oh, magic.
Do you know any spell that does that?
I just hope when you
Minor
get
illusion.
surprised, they all go straight.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I hope if you get surprised, they all like uncurl.
That'd be pretty impressive.
A few moments later, you hear, "Raise Zeka!" And the of several crew members turning the big cogwheel up by the front, pulling the anchor up out of the water. You hear drop sails, and in an almost deafening kind of tussle and tumble, all of the sails drop. They let go of the rope, and the sails drop, and the boat begins to lurch forward, catching the wind of the sails. Boop. Zoom out. And as you guys pull out from the docks, and they start turning the wheel and the helm, and in a decently small swiftness, pass underneath this little bridge with plenty of room to spare, because this bridge is a giant, almost teepee style pier, meant to just be traversed only by guards themselves. Turning yet again, and as you see the water begin to clear up around you, not murky and churned up from all the boats and still churned water, it begins to now have a stronger breeze push up and fill the sails even more. Looking down through the clear water, you see schools of fish swim around as the boat picks up speed and takes a hard left turn to continue along the coastline. Move party ribbon. As we are now, well, out at sea. Let's not take away any of the actual important names. There we go. As y'all depart, I will say you guys are... You are now here at the dot, and for your first day of travel, you will end where the dots are, around the coast. Well, actually a little bit closer to the coastline. I apologize. And as the day progresses, the same things happen over and over. Changing of sails, changing of crew members. The other passengers, they gain their little lutes, they gain their lyres, and they start singing. They sing a little, they tell stories, they tell family stories to one another, and they all seem excited that in a few days they'll be able to reach Kambal, the same as you. And as you overhear, some of them are there for the races, and some of them are there for business matters. It is hard to keep a secret on the ship because it is quite tiny as for a commercial ship. If
If we're able to hear other people's conversations, like, what do I hear between, like, the other guests?
Una momento, please, and thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba. 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 I am doing the thing that I need to do, that I should have done earlier, but I did not. But I've used over half of my free space.
Makes sense.
Ba-da-ba. Here's your ship.
Hey.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep. So, the helm is up here, and as you can see clearly, it is a smaller ship. Still a 3-mast ship, but it is small. Where was the last thing that you guys... Yes. We're going to do this. Aha! You all should have autonomy of your people. If you don't, let me know. I'm changing that now. Okay. Throughout the day, you hear people talking about their businesses, some drama, the kids pointing out dolphins and other smaller, more familiar sea creatures and fish as you cascade over them on the boat. The other crew members just acting as if this was another day, another travel. Nothing too serious, nothing too much to worry about. They do this all the time. Nothing should be of worry. Some of the drama that you hear between the other groups of people is, oh, I caught Jezebel in bed with the other Baron down the street. Kind of around the town gossip.
Okay.
Nothing, or like, oh, he sold to a bad man and we lost some sales because they didn't trust us now. Because we sold to a bad reputation merchant. High society drama and tea talk, so to speak.
Yeah.
One of the children, at this point throughout the half day past lunchtime, both of your hangovers go away. Keilani and Arkon.
Thank God.
Yep. You then open your eyes fully and are taken aback by the depthness of the blue of the water, the vastness of the sea, and the foam capping the peaks of the waves as you guys are gently rocking across.
Hell yeah.
One of the children come up to you, Arkon.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Excuse me, mister.
Fireball!
What you need?
What are you? I've never seen someone with horns and a tail before.
Resisting the urge to internally scar and fuck with this kid.
Oh, I popped my back. Ow. I popped my back with that squeeze.
Damn.
Oh. I squeezed my...
I am a tiefling. I am a tiefling.
What's...
All it means is that somebody down my bloodline, or me, made a deal with the devil, and now my entire bloodline for the rest of eternity is cursed. I know.
That sounds so bad.
I mean, I just have different colored skin. Nothing wrong with that.
And horns and a tail.
Why? What's it cool?
Do people make fun of you for having that? Are you bullied for having horns and a tail? Yeah,
I mean,
let those
sure,
elementary
sometimes.
PTSD. Let those
But, like-
elementary PTSD moments flash back.
But, like, at the same time, the ones that did it don't matter anymore.
Oh.
Because they're dead.
Don't say this to the kid.
I said specifically resisting the urge to traumatize the kid.
Oh. Okay. I'm bullied because I don't have a mom.
Oh, buddy. What?
The other kids say that I'm a bastard child because we don't have a mom. This kid is probably like 7.
Firstly, bastard means you don't have a dad.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, well, my dad's
The
over
word
there.
bastard means you don't have a dad. Secondly, it is, as far as I'm mentally aware, impossible for you to have been born without a mother.
Oh, I know I had a mom. I just...
Yeah.
She's not here anymore.
That's rough, bud.
Yeah.
Tell them she died
Yeah.
and then make them feel bad.
dips 3 levels into illusion wizard so I can start minor illusion. Dead mother, dead mother.
Ah! Well, my name's Oscar. And he sticks
Hi,
out his
Oscar.
hand.
I'm Arkon. I'm gonna specifically shake his hand with the tail.
He kind of giggles. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
I guess I'll see you at dinner.
I guess he will.
Amy! And he calls out, looks over, and Arkon, you see a little blonde-headed girl kind of crawling on her hands and knees, trying to sneak up on Keilani.
I still have weapons.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
gonna I'm gonna like grab the kid back for a second. Don't say a word. She deserves this.
He kind of looks up to you, huh? And then looks back.
It's my friend. Don't worry about it.
As Amy crawls closer behind, closer to Keilani, who's sitting on one of the benches, her wings tapered over the back, she goes, and silently counts up to the 5th feather, specifically. Looks back over at Oscar and goes, and Oscar just, huh? And holds his hand up. And Amy then takes that 5th feather and plucks it. Keilani, you feel one of your feathers from your right wing specifically get plucked.
Oh. I've been meaning to take care of these wings for a while now.
As you say owl, you hear a tiny little female voice gasp behind you.
How many hit points?
0.
The feather.
It's a feather. It's like,
Okay.
You ever have someone like pluck a single hair off your arm?
or like you pick that little bit of a hangnail out of the corner of your nail and just kind of rip it off real quick.
Oh my god. Fucking hate hangnails.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Disgusting.
It's like that. That quick little like, ooh, that sucked. I'm over it.
Why did you do that? You're gonna
Hey.
turn towards the child.
I didn't think they were real.
And what do you think now?
They are. But
Good.
but I didn't get the end feathers cuz I read in a book that the end 5 feathers are the ones that are supposed to help you for flying. So
Yes.
I went past that, and I'm sorry.
There's no need to be sorry. Just, can you turn towards that, my friend over there, the one with the horns and the tail?
And she goes, yeah, and turns around and waves at them.
Now, a bit of advice. You do not go randomly messing with people unless you want to end up like him in debt. Immense debt. Okay?
You hear this?
It's like
You hear this? Hold on.
pseudo racist bullshit is this? What does that mean? End up like me? What the fuck is wrong with you?
End up broke and destitute like that.
Wait, what's debt?
You owe somebody a lot of money.
Why would he
Okay.
do that?
Well, he
That
made a
doesn't
foolish
s-
decision like you just did a little bit ago. And now he owes somebody very important. a lot of
So I owe
money.
you. Wait. And she started to panic. Wait. So I owe you money for this feather?
Oh, no, the first one's free, but if you do
The
it again,
first
you
one's
will...
free.
Yes, if you do it again, there will be consequences.
Okay. And she's confused and scared. Oscar! And she runs over to Oscar. She's like,
I need an adult.
Oscar! She runs over to her big brother, Oscar, who's in front of Arkon. So, the bird lady is scary.
bird lady?
Yeah, she is.
I'm tempted to put that house into financial ruin now.
You deserved that for what you did to this child, and you know it.
Bad parent versus bad parent. Who is the lesser of the evils?
Now come on, kids, it's time to go to Disneyland.
Oh, my lungs. Ow.
Praise our Lord and Savior, Mickey Mouse of the devil. Monopolies? Huh, I created the word.
I just want to point out, I'm not technically wrong here.
You're not.
Everything,
You're not.
Everything I said was true.
It is true. That's what makes it so good.
It's okay. Me and Arkon can be broke buddies forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And speaking of being broke, hey, doll, do you have an extra 3 gold?
3 gold.
Great. And the kids turn around like, appalled. Gold?
Well, you see,
So freely?
if we get a chance to stop at a port in the next day or so, there are a couple of services I'd like to buy. And I know some of the prices off the top of my head, sort of.
Services.
What kind
Yeah,
of
to get-
service?
Oscar covers Amy's ears. Like,
You're not
women's
gonna go to a
services?
brothel, are you?
Oh, no. Look, I need to get my armor refit still.
Oh, and he lets go of Amy's
Oh my
ears.
goodness.
Right, you just
Freaks.
did that.
You freaky frog.
Well, that's the only services that I know of from hearing the adults talk.
Why do you? Why
Well,
is it
the adults
only
you hang
service
around
you know
are
of?
like horrible, okay? We are responsible.
No, it don't.
With the exception of, him, points at Arkon.
He seems pretty nice. Nicer than you. You scared Amy.
I would like to go find the nearest sailors and go shoot dice with them now.
Oh no.
Amy's.
I will not be paying for your armor if you lose your 3 gold.
I won't lose the gold, I promise.
The little girl sees you walk up, doll, and she points with her feather and goes, "Ooh, she's pretty." You have to remember, doll, you're basically like supermodel level of elves. Pretty.
Okay.
But you don't have a basis, because, yay, things.
Yeah.
And even Oscar is like, yes, she is very pretty, Amy.
I think everyone in my crew is fine. What the fuck?
Ah!
Doll ignores the children. Last time they had a encounter with children, it did not go well, or with a child. So
Reggie.
Ah, fuck. I've been literally just watching over everybody like a fucking lifeguard.
Mm-hmm. One of the crew members comes up to you and taps you on the shoulder. He's like, "So, buddy,
Mm.
you throw bones?"
You're not my type.
Whoa.
I think he's asking.
I'm sorry.
you
Reggie.
to gamble.
Yes, that is a gambling thing.
Yes.
Reggie.
I do not.
Just say yes.
Sorry, I do not go that way. I do not sail those seas, sir. I apologize. I meant
Keilani wanted to
throw
gamble.
bones as in dice.
Keilani wanted to gamble.
Yeah, this could be a great
Fine,
bonding experience, Reggie. We can go ahead.
Show me how these bones work.
Okay, you're gonna have to really be patient with me because I do not know how to do street.
I know how dice works.
I do not. I do
My
not know how
God.
street die work.
Wait, are we actually gonna be playing craps in D&D?
I mean, we can.
How are we gonna do this? Wait, I'm only proficient in.
Street craps. I don't
chess.
know how I don't know how it actually plays.
I think you roll like a 7. You roll like a 7 to instant win. Roll anything else. You have to roll that number.
I'm looking at it right now. 2, 3, 12 on the come out roll, and any shooter, anyone betting loses the money. So 2, 3s, 12s, you lose. 7, 11, the shooter wins. You try to establish a point, like I'm gonna hit 5s. If you hit the point, you're fine. But if you go over the point or roll a 7 after the point is established, you lose. So we'll make this even. We'll make this easy. 2, 3, 12s, you lose. 7s, 11s, you win. And then anything else in between, nothing happens, you can add to the pot.
Okay.
Just make this stupid easy. So, with that being said, and after we do a couple rounds of this, then we'll call it for the night. There's about 4 other crewmen over there huddled up at this little corner of the ship. So Keilani, Reggie. I'm missing someone. Keilani, everyone.
Bonnie, Reggie, Arkon,
and yeah,
a doll.
and doll, and with these 4 others are collected up against this corner of the ship, and one of them hands doll a pair of white dye that seem to be light and dyed in the pips. These are deer bone. They're light. They're easy. And the buddy says, "This is why I said throw bones, because these are made of animal bones." And he explains the rules, and he says, "All right, everyone chip in," and everyone kind of tosses a copper on the ground in front of everyone.
I just placed the silver.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are you paying for all of you or just you? Are you chipping in for 10 rounds?
I guess.
All right.
Reggie's horribly confused.
Okay, I guess you're paying for your friends. So that's 3 rounds each that you're chipped in. They've got you covered. Pretty lady, and the guy, one of the crew members, put the dice in your hands. Roll for us. Throw them up against the wall. Let them bounce off. And you see they have like a very fine mesh net against the side of the wall for the railings, so that the dice very quickly makeshifted, so that you can't actually lose these die. Throw them and let's see what they read.
I'm rolling a d6.
2d6. Hey! And he kind of scoops up the dice and he's like, "Not for you. A 3 is a bad number. We all lost our money." And they kind of shuffle it off into the corner. He's like, "That's the house."
Wait, so I won?
No. 2 3s and 12s, we lose. 7 and 11s, we win.
Wait, so did she lose a copper? Or did she lose 3 copper?
She lost a singular copper. Y'all have bet in for 3 rounds.
Okay.
The guy, he'll hand it over to you. He's like, "Money bags, you roll." 7, yay! Hey, he got a good roll. And as being a 7, the other copper and then your previous house copper are all then divvied back to everyone else. So you guys, you get your silver back, and then an extra copper.
Okay. Big.
My turn.
Yay.
My turn. As the dude pulls up, the dude that pulled you over, he rolls after he tosses his copper in. Yay!
Damn.
We get our money back again.
So I lose a copper?
No, you have you evened. You evened out.
Okay.
They're gonna throw it in again. All right. Oh, what do we roll? Ooh, an 8. Nothing happens on this one. You see another guy's like, I'm gonna raise 2 copper. All right, yeah, I'll raise you copper. I'll raise you 1 more copper. So everyone has to put in 3 copper to stay in.
I put the silver back in. Can I bet against him?
No, for how quick and easy this one is, no.
Okay, I'll just put down
The silver.
a silver again.
Oh, okay. We're almost at the 3 silver. The guy's like, oh, let's see if we get it or not. Oh, as the last die spins and lands on a 1. Oh, we gotta go again? Yeah, we'll go again. Yeah, yeah. And he hands the die off to one of the other crew members. And he holds it in his hand and he's rolling them. And he tosses in. I can't look bad in front of the paying customers. And he puts a silver in. He's like, can't look bad. Gotta do it. And everyone else one of the guys says, nope, that's it. The other 2 guys put in a silver each. And to match you on the silver. So now you're just shy of 1 full gold piece. It was like that was the last voyage of savings. Let's see what we do. Nine. Oh, still nothing. Do we call it or do we? You know what? How about you roll, ma'am? And
Me?
He hands the die to Keilani.
So 9's the point?
9 is the point. So we need a 7 or a 10 or higher.
Okay.
Tap. A 7! Yay! All of them erupt up in cheer as they all split the gold back and split the copper and everything back, plus the extra silver from the dude that dipped out. And they split it all evenly. So all in all, you all gain 3 copper.
I'll get my silver back and I'm up 3 copper.
Correct.
Okay.
At this time, Belord pokes his head up over the railing and says, "Ahem, gentlemen. Sorry. And they kind of grab the die and kind of scurry off. At least wait until the second day to try to steal our passengers' money. Oh, goodness. Did y'all come out on top or did you lose?
3 copper.
Oh, not bad. They'll surely try to come back and line their pockets a little extra. They mean no ill intent. It's something to pass the time. Things get boring and repetitive working on a ship. You must know.
At least they seem lively.
That's a challenge all on its own, is to keep them lively. And with that, he'll walk away back towards the helm. And that's where we will stop tonight's session.
Yay!
Yay!
We finally got on the boat.
Yay.